Welcome to a new episode of Tips and Tricks from Twin Busch. Today's topic, tire changer. It's about the basic stuff like maintenance unit, mounting head. Everything that turns and moves needs a certain type of maintenance. These areas should be kept clean in general, especially the mounting head area. The plastic gliders here protect the wheel against scratches and scrapes while changing tires. Of course, these plastic gliders can't do what they're supposed to do if they are dirty or if any scrapes have formed during tire fitting. So they have to be kept clean. As mentioned, everything that turns and moves. With the X36WDK, the bead rollers don't have to be specially greased. A maintenance-free ball bearing is installed here. This one also has a ball bearing. But for example, grease every bolt, every axle, every extension. Swipe them a little with a rag, and then everything will slide smoothly. There's a special tips and tricks video for the maintenance unit, pneumatic lubricator and the pressure regulator. You can watch it to see how to set the maintenance unit, how to change the oil, what to keep in mind, how many oil drops should be visible through the sight glass. Always make sure that the hard rubber plate where the rim is supported is also kept clean. The inner side of the wheel is seen less, but the wheel is turned around when the beads are pushed over the humps. And if the rubber plate is dirty, then dirt can also get onto an expensive wheel. The area of the clamping jaw sliders can be greased as well, but you should clean it regularly. If something is greased, a lot of dirt sticks to it, and then of course there are scratches when the dirt settles in between. Also worth mentioning, every now and then after a certain operation time, all articulations should be greased somewhere. Commercially available fat is enough. The fixing screws for the clamping jaws should be checked and fastened. Also the greasing points under the turntable, where all the connecting elements which open and close the clamping jaws are found. Spray normal multi-oil on them. G-Tronics is our best recommendation. Particularly important, the turning plate under the turntable. You can see it here while opening and closing. It moves over a bearing point. This bearing point can also be lubricated. All in all, the tire changer should be treated like a bicycle that you ride in all weathers. Every part that turns and moves should be greased somewhere. If you open the side cover once a year, it's not rocket science. I can also take a look. The belt tension can be checked now as well. There's also a separate tips and tricks video on how to adjust the belt tension. Of course, you can also see the cables for the speed switch on the WDK model. The other models don't have this, but as mentioned, here we have an overview of the drive belt. Check whether it's worn out or not, it will be replaced if necessary. How is the belt tension adjusted? Similar to a vehicle, a car with an alternator. Not rocket science. You can also see the pedal bracket in the lower area, with all the pedal valves. Special lubrication is not needed here. These components are lubricated by the pneumatic lubricator which is installed on the exterior of the machine. You can do something good for the machine by applying a drop of oil or spray grease to the joints of the individual pedals so that everything runs smoothly.
Aufbringen, dass hier alles schön leichtgängig bleibt.
Despite the water separator on the maintenance unit,
kann es trotzdem sein, je nach Temperatur,
It's possible that some moisture will form in the machine's pneumatic system depending on the temperature and humidity.
Und diese Druckluft,
And this compressed air with moisture also stays in our booster tank in the back. The booster tank has a screw plug at the bottom.
Verschlussschraube,
If it's loosened,
könnte man
the moisture or condensation can be drained off as with any air compressor.
also
Grease the four sides of the extension.
fetten,
Grease these 6 sides as well.
alle Gelenke
Grease all joints on the auxiliary arm.
fetten.
The rollers must not be greased. Then there's also the area where the auxiliary arm slides up and down.
Hilfsam auf und ab gleitet. Diese Bereiche.
This area must also be greased, especially with the auxiliary arm of the X36WDK. There's also the possibility of adjusting the arm so it moves without wobbling. We will make a separate tips and tricks video about that. If you keep the plastic sliders clean, then there won't be any scratches on the rim. If you keep the hard rubber plate for the bead breaker clean, then there won't be any scratches on the rim either.
Keine Schramme an der Felge.
Pay attention to this as well. This is the current model.
Version.
This is the joint clamping jaw protector with 2 parts. It's made of hard plastic and a hard rubber insert. This prevents the rim from slipping. If there's some mounting paste here from many tire fittings, it's pointless because then the rim can slip again.
Felge wieder durchrutschen kann.
So make sure you always keep these areas nice and clean.